Next up, at UFC Edmonton, we have Ariane De Silva taking on Jasmine Jasudavicius. Ariane De Silva, 17-9 in her career. 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off that loss to Karine Silva that snapped a nice 3-fight win streak. She's taking on Jasmine Jasudavicius, 11-3 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5. She's on a nice 2-fight win streak. Ariane De Silva, formerly Ariane Lipski. She has been married and just broke hearts everywhere. Yep. Fuck! Pretty good fighter. Decent striker. She can grapple as well. Problem is that the grappling needs to be offensive. If she's the one that got the takedown, if she's the one on top, she can put in some real work. But if she gets backed up, if she gets taken down, she doesn't do quite as well working her way back up, and she can be controlled. In her last 4 fights, she has defended a combined 22 takedowns. And it looked like the takedown defense was on the come up. But she did just get taken down by Karine Silva 4 times and gave that fight up. Is that Jacob's dog barking? Did he just go out there and get... That dude. Jacob saw Ariane Lipski got married, disappeared from camera. I heard a peanut butter jar open, and now his dog is struggling. This is problematic. Jasmine Jasudavicius, nasty wrestler. Comes forward, push the pace with her own striking before she works in some takedowns. She's got a good clinch. She'll work in the clinch. She will shoot from the outside. She'll work you against the cage and then work in takedowns. She had a long wrestling career before coming to MMA. MMA is newer to her than wrestling. She's been wrestling the majority of her life. She's also a bad bitch who's not afraid to slug it out. She's not afraid to get into a slug fight, if you will. And she's just going to constantly be moving forward. And when this fight was first announced, there are people, some people on this channel that were like, ooh, Lipski's a bad matchup for Jasmine. This is going to be a tough matchup. And you know what? For a couple of fights there, it looked like, Lipski's takedown defense has been looking pretty good. And then Karine Silva just got those takedowns. Almost no problem. And now she's fighting the best wrestler that she's fought. And I think Jasmine can certainly hang in the striking. I think Jasmine could definitely pressure forward. And I think Jasmine can get the takedowns. Jasmine is the pick. I'm surprised the line is staying where it is. I'm surprised it collapsed a little bit. She was minus 184 the other day when I broke this down. So it is starting to work its way back up. But Ariane can be taken down. Jasmine can get takedowns. Sometimes 1 + 1 = 2. What do you think, Jakey boy?
It doesn't equal 2 in this matchup, and I said it against Nascimento, you don't bet against Brazilians. I'm going to say it right here against Ariane, you don't bet against Brazilians. Ariane's going to be very live in this fight. Why was Karine able to get the takedowns? Because she's a threat on the feet. She's a threat with the hands. She's a threat with the kicks. She can close that distance with the striking. You have to worry about the striking, so now Ariane has to worry about the striking. Then the takedowns are there. Why was she successful on the ground? Because Karine is a heavy-hipped, jiu-jitsu control type of wrestler, right? If she gets you on the ground, she wants to control you there. She is very good at doing that. And you saw Ariane, even in some of those positions where she has those heavy hips, was still able to get her hips out, get to those turtle positions, was able to scramble out scramble Karine, and get back to her feet a few times. Obviously, towards the end, she was getting controlled a little bit more. In this matchup, she's going to have a crazy advantage on the feet. I think we can both agree that Ariane is going to be the much better striker than Jasmine. And I like Jasmine. She is tough, and she can definitely win this fight. She's a favorite for the reason if she's able to get the takedown, the control. The issue is with her takedowns, she doesn't have the hands, the striking to set it up, and those are the type of girls that Ariane can defend takedowns against. And if she does get a takedown, we've already seen Ariane be able to get out of situations and sweep better control girls like a girl like Karine. Jasmine is not a control type of girl. She gets you on the ground, she wants to fucking punish you, and that's how she hurts girls. And she's ground and pound, and she's elbowing people. But when you're doing that type of stuff against a girl who knows how to sweep, throw up stuff, use that stuff to scramble back to her feet, those are the opportunities that give those opportunities to those type of people. So you already have a girl like Ariane who's hard to hold down, even on a girl like Karine against a girl like Jasmine who's going to give her those opportunities in the striking if she can even get to the takedowns. I don't know if she can get the takedowns. If she doesn't get to the takedowns, she's losing this fight. I like the striking, the takedown offense of a girl like Ariane. I think she's going to win this fight, and I could see her maybe even get a finish.
Yeah, listen, I think that's crazy. Jasmine's one of my more confident picks on this card.
Who's the better striker?
Okay, who was the better striker when Jasmine fought world champion kickboxer Gabriela Fernandez? Who's the better striker in that matchup? I'm trying to remember. Idiot. Who's the better striker? Fucking life. I think she gets the takedowns. I think it's literally that simple. I think she gets the takedowns and wins the fight because of it. I also think over 2.5 is pretty much a lock. pretty much. Who was a better striker when she fought Priscilla Kuchera? She knocked Priscilla Kuchera down. Knocked her down. She almost outstruck Tracy Cortez. Smirk all you want, ding-a-ling. I think Jasmine gets it done. People talking about she was getting outstruck by Fatima. She smoked Fatima. Outstruck by Fatima. Lit her little ass up. Threw more strikes, landed more strikes. Plenty of takedowns, plenty of control. Jacob, just, guys, remember Jacob's attitude. Do you remember his attitude when Brandon Royval just fought a few weeks ago? He laughed, that whole show that he put on. How'd that go? $9,000 in DraftKings Fantasy. I got to look at how Jazzy scores, but typically she scores pretty well if she gets the takedowns. I just got to take a closer look and make sure she's getting to that price point. And if she does, I will. If she's consistently getting past that salary point, then I will have her in my lineup because I think she wins with wrestling. And if she gets the takedowns, we're good here. If you do want to unlock all the picks, the ones with Jasmine in them and the ones without, you can do so now. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month. You will unlock every single fight card all the way through UFC 309 and UFC China.